Once upon a time, the tortoise and his wife had a daughter who was incredibly beautiful. The mother feared that the prince might fall in love with her, so she insisted that the child be killed and thrown into the bush. However, the tortoise refused and secretly hid his daughter. One day, while the tortoise and his wife were away, the king's son was hunting near their home. He noticed a bird sitting on a fence, mesmerized by something inside. Curious, the prince shot the bird, and when his servant went to retrieve it, he discovered the tortoise's hidden daughter, who was stunningly beautiful. When the prince saw the beautiful girl, he instantly fell in love with her. He stayed and talked to her for a long time, and she eventually agreed to be his wife. That night he returned home, but did not tell his father about his discovery. The next morning, the prince sent a generous dowry to the tortoise, 60 pieces of cloth and 300 rods. Later he visited the tortoise himself and asked for his daughter's hand in marriage. The tortoise hesitated, fearing the king's wrath, but the prince assured him that he would protect them. When the prince told his mother about a debt, she was afraid for her son's life. However, she wanted him to be happy, so she secretly sent gifts to the tortoise, money, yams, and palm oil, to secure the marriage. After 5 years, the prince announced to his father that he would marry a debt. The king was furious and ordered all his people to gather in the marketplace to witness the trial. When Adet was brought before the king, he was astonished by her beauty. The people, too, were mesmerized and urged him to change the cruel law that could have cost her life. Seeing their reaction, the king agreed to the marriage. The wedding feast lasted 50 days. The king slaughtered 5 cows, and the streets were filled with food and palm wine. There was singing, dancing, and merrymaking throughout the kingdom. As a reward, the king gave the tortoise half his kingdom and 300 slaves to work his land. The prince also gave him 200 women and 100 girls to serve him, making the tortoise one of the richest men in the land. The prince and Adet lived happily together for many years. When the king passed away, the prince became the new ruler, proving that the tortoise is the wisest of all creatures.